Hey YouTube, I'm gonna do the intro. I'm eating my breakfast. Dope Black Queen is what it says. Um, it was a black woman owned brand, and she was selling these on her website. They were like $31 at Target. When they first started boycotting Target because of DEI, they were $9.99. I went on there and bought a few. Um, I'm gonna do the intro because I'm gonna be showing y'all products today. And so for right now, I was gonna tell you what my breakfast was. Chobani yogurt with some Boathouse Farms strawberry banana in here and granola mix, and it does have some dried cranberries in the granola mix. So hello and welcome. My name is Dion. I call this, hey Janet, the crazy troll nation of YouTube, the crazy. Knowing it's okay to be your authentic self in a world where people will tell you who and how you should be. The troll part is not caring too much about the beauty community standards. You set the standard for yourself. Try not to feel like and try not to believe that you need to use a certain brand, a certain tool, a certain technique, because that's what they're telling you in whatever video you're watching. I'm here to let you know. Wear what you want to, however you want to, with whatever tools, to get your makeup on in a way that you like it, and then you just rock it. Here we believe in self-acceptance and self-love, embracing our natural features, enhancing them if we want to, when we want to, never feeling like we have to. Love yourself for who you are and for how you look, even without face paint. I have on zero makeup, and I know I look good. Us trolls are adorable. So today, it's going to be challenging eating this because the granola is a little dry, even though it's in yogurt and that's strawberry banana Boathouse Farms. So you may have heard I have completed the course. 3 weeks flat. I was done. Turned in my last assignment. 2 that got back to me. And then the next thing was to do the test and complete the checklist. And one of the items on the checklist is to email the school and put in the title, the subject, course completion. Thank you for the hearts, Janet. Put course completion and then put your name, how you want it to show up on your certificate. Hey, how you doing? And then they'll send you a digital certificate, and they will mail you a hard copy in a frame. And I remember last time I showed it to y'all there on my wall, so the other one's gonna go on the wall with the other two, and I was surprised. It was like in a nice frame and everything. Hey, it's me. What's going on? And so I did need to buy some products in order to complete some of the assignments, which was okay. Because they gave me the course for free. Oh, and also I sent in my unlisted video yesterday. She emailed me back, not to my tutor or the instructor. This was to the admin lady, one of the admin ladies. And so she emailed today saying, it's great, thank you, you can go ahead and publish it. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Killer, you killed your Wi-Fi, dude. And so I'm going to show y'all, my kit has expanded. So I'm going to show y'all what I have, and I'm excited for more members to show up, because what we're going to do is if the members want to see something, like application or, and it's minor enough where I can do it here without needing the whole production going on, then I will put it on or demo it a little bit. And so that's going to be exciting. I just thought about that. Hey, Peel too. And so, yeah. And I realized today I am going to need to get a steamer for the crepe hair. So anyway, what I have, I did get some, it was a 4-bottle set. I am going to order some more. This has 70% isopropyl alcohol in it, 91% and 99%, because some of the palettes, the brand is called Skin Illustrator. They do say use 91% isopropyl. This is propyl alcohol. I'm probably saying it wrong. But somebody commented saying they use 91% and it worked fine. So I don't know, but I got the 99 because that's what the brand said to use. Those palettes are expensive. I didn't even know. Hey buddy, Tina, your badge is gone. I mean my breakfast. Your badge is gone. I didn't even know they were activated. Alcohol activated palettes. They are nice, y'all. They are nice. So, I can't dry. I went and purchased some more of these that I talked about in a live stream because I'm like, the first ones I had, they were on clearance for 99 cents. Now they are full price of $1.99. I'm like, it's the same product. Like, why? Because doing the homework, I was using a ton of those and a ton of other disposables. And so we're going to just start it as much as I can being rude eating. Because of some of the assignments and the detour we had to do, it's because you're not a member anymore. Buddy! Yes, for 30 days. Well, a month, whether it's 30 days or 31 days. Yeah. And I was looking for smaller brushes because I was saying I didn't like these longer ones. But I find that it depends what I'm doing. But I found that I'm really liking the smaller ones for the assignments because you're drawing lines and stuff like that. And so I saw these at Dollar Tree. They were not $1. They were $1.25. And I had bought 2 packs. And I'm like, oh, I really like them. And they look professional too. And so I went to Dollar Tree today. And I found another set too. This is the other set. I haven't washed them yet. So I don't know if you can see what the bristles are. So it was this pack and these. And since I had 2 packs of these, I bought 2 more. Thank you, Tina. I bought 2 more. So I'm going to have 4 packs of these. And I bought 4 packs of these. And so 2 will stay with me and 2 will go in the kit. And so brushes are everything, y'all, for certain things. So Tina, I'm going to show y'all what my special effects stuff is looking like right now. Thank you, Wednesday. Thank you. Hey, Tanya. So while I'm showing stuff, the members here, if it's something you want to see me put on, as long as it's nothing major, because I did my homework at my station, at my desk, so I can just lay everything out. So if it's something that's minor, I will do it here. The brand of the brushes says Crafters Square Art Brushes, if anybody cares. I'm hungry, and I know it's hard to talk chewing granola. So, John, don't they take it? Depends on your payment, your method of payment. I just woke up like half an hour ago. It depends on your method of payment. But yeah, it does. It depending. Michelle A. Davison went through a thing that she spoke on here that it was making her. Yeah, she rejoined. She wasn't aware that it didn't automatically renew her, so she joined again today. And she was saying for whatever reason, it was making her join every month, but now it's not, because I noticed for hers now it says like 2 months or something like that, which I was glad. So I don't know. One of the things for the crepe hair, they say to steam it, and then you pull it apart, yada, yada, yada. Hey, beautiful Joe. And I didn't have any of those products. It was a steamer or a hair dryer, a metal tooth comb, and hairspray. And I'm like, I don't have none of those. But I saw this on, and it came in this cute kit, y'all. I've been told now I'm a sneaky ass because I asked someone if they had one, and they said no, and it said limited time only for these hair dryers. And so I ordered one and had it sent to them. So this is a mini hair dryer. Ain't this so cute? This is so freaking cute. It only blows hot though, which is fine. So it's like if you need to dry down the latex or just to straighten out the hair, that type of thing. And it was, I believe, $13.99, and it was limited time only. So I'm like, you know what? Let me just go and order this thing, and it'll just be here. But there's cardboard in the box to help keep the structure, well, of the bag, which is really cool. And so I will have this. If I do, well, when I should say, when I do crepe hair when I'm out, like they're gonna have to let me know ahead of time because I'm not carrying all of this stuff. It's a lot of stuff, and so this is just so freaking cute. That little lunch box that I purchased for $5 at Dollar Tree that I said was going to have special effects stuff in it. It turned into storage. So let's see what's in here. I have a lot of stuff to show y'all. Oh, I've also bought some stencils. And I'm going to put the other stencils in here too instead of that Ziploc bag. And these are really cute. And it's a lot of different, well, you can see it's a whole lot of them. And so you take this off. And unlike the plastic ones that I have to hold it, these you just put on and it'll stick. And then you can just draw it in or paint it in. Because there was a homework assignment to use these, which I didn't have these, but I used the ones that I had. And to use a tattoo pen and fill it in. And these can go anywhere on the body. And so all of my stencils will go in here in this bag. And I did reorganize stuff because I got more stuff. I am going to add up what I spent, which I know is going to be less than the $12.99 for this course. And so my video aired. I switched it to public today because they needed to approve it. But yeah, I sent it to her yesterday. She sent the email today saying, "Hi, Dion, thank you. This is great. And you can go ahead and publish it on your schedule." I published it now because I thought that would be a good segue into this live stream tonight. So that's going to go down here. And actually, we'll put the hair dryer down there. So they had in the kit, they had a few products from Graphtobian, and they had the Mehron special effects kit, right? And so I went ahead and ordered the kit, even though I already had a lot of the bloods, and y'all seen me use some of the bloods before, because it was still more cost effective just to get the kit. And if I'm going to be using them, I'm going to be using them, you know what I'm saying? And I do seem to use blood a lot. This, so some storage. Right. This is the crepe hair. This is, it's either black or brown. And this is silver, gray, white. So if y'all want a quick demo of how that goes on, we can do that. So this is just disposables. Popsicle sticks, because two of the compounds you have to mix. And I put one of these in here. And disposable sponges, powder puffs. Yo, this stuff is serious. I was just like, Yesterday was a horrible day for me. Like, I was feeling extremely overwhelmed. And I am going through the bonus modules, which don't count towards the program, but I was just feeling like really overwhelmed with like what's next, because they did have an add-on video saying like this is what to do, you know, set your goals, do this, do that, do this, do that. And so all of that was in my head, and I'm just like, oh my God. And it's like it was last time. Like when I graduated last time, it really set me up to just do the damn thing, you know what I mean? And so I'm feeling that way again now with this, but there's so many little things to do. Yesterday I was just like, oh my gosh, like what the hell? Today's a much better day. Graphtobian. I always keep saying Topian. It's Tobian. What would it be? Graphtobian Professional Makeup FX Trauma Pro. I do have some Mehron stuff in here. And Graphtobian, it comes in this bag. Ooh, this might be too heavy. I'm looking at the strap straining. So we're going to go through what's in here. Graphtobian also have bloods and stuff like that. So I am blooded down. This is what I work off of. One of these ones that I don't like is in here. Y'all, this is one that I had used and washed, and it was laying on top of here. Look at that. It done bled onto cotton rounds. The texture sponges that I cut in half. For whatever reason, these things are really expensive. I mean, you might get 12 for like $5. I'm like, what? And so I cut them in half. So this is what it looks like. And I cut them in half. And then when I use it, I'll use one side, turn it, other side, turn it. If I'm using like more than one color of the latex or, you know, different types of blood. So that way I get more use out of it. I might have this in here with 2 cotton balls in here. I purchased some small scissors. So they're in here, and it came in a set for like $2.99 or something. So these are in here. The small scissors for trimming the hair, trimming the beard you put on them. This, I don't know what the hell. This was in the Graphtobian kit. It's for painting, and from what it sounds like from the instructions on the back is that you wet it, and the color is just there. It seems strange. I haven't used it yet, because I've been doing homework. I've been doing like the other stuff that I needed to do. These came in the kits. With these spray bottles, it came with a funnel. So the funnel is in here as well. Mehron sent the puff with their kit. Graphtobian sent the puff with their kit. I also already had droppers, but I did purchase some more for some of the chemicals, to get that out and put it. Instead of turning it upside down, one night on my clear latex, you know, she was saying pour it, and they have little like communion cups. I have these, and I poured it in there, and somehow, clumsy, I dropped it. And it hit the desk, it hit my shirt, my pants, and then fell on the floor. And I'm like, oh my God. Listen, they tell you don't put latex over any hair, it will not come out. You'll end up having to shave. It did not come out of my clothes. I took them off right away. I washed them, dried them. It did not come out. I did clean up as much as I could on the carpet. There's still a stain there, but it's clear. So you can feel it, but you don't know what it is. And that's what led me to get these camisoles, because that was one of my camisoles I always wore. The black one, the raggedy black one. Why are the most raggedy clothes the most comfortable? But that's what led me to purchase these. And so I have stoppers in here. They were talking about you can't find a chip brush, and so that made me wonder, like, how old was that video? A chip brush is just a brush like this, and it was like 10 in a box. I don't need them all. I don't. So I put 2 in here, and I cut it. And so what this is for, and you can use a toothbrush for it, you can use a mascara wand for it. What you do is you put your paint on it, and then you go like this, and it'll give like a splatter effect of the paint on your face. So that's what that's for. So it's just like a lot of little things. And it is called a chip brush. And she was saying you can't buy one. So I'm like, how old is this video? I'm like, you can buy them. These came in one of the kits. No, I actually purchased these. The longer ones. And an emery board, because I went to the Dollar Tree and bought some nails that were not $1. And there's also a regular sponge in here. These were $1.25. The picture that the nail I had to do, cut it, paint it, all of that, that was the one from up here. And because these are long nails, I did purchase this nail cutter. So the nail being long, it fits right in here, and it's the shape of the nail. And you put it where you want it, and then you just cut it. So I purchased this as well, because I'm like, I don't do shit with my nails. So I ain't gonna do nothing with these either. So this is what's in this container. I don't know how I had it in here. My only thing now, y'all, is like, when I have to put this stuff back, because y'all would be like, girl, you ain't lying. Y'all know I don't lie. And if I give misinformation, I will do a post and tell y'all what the correct information is. It's a lot of stuff. So I'm just putting stuff back in here for now. Because we should not need anything from in here, because I have disposables here at my station. Excuse me. I forgot to say it at the end of my intro, which it doesn't matter at this point, because people are coming and going, so they don't know anyway. But so we're just gonna keep it moving. So that's gonna go down here. In here, it's not anything new in here. I moved my clown white light and my cream paints and the color set powders. I put them in here. And I like when all of one thing or similar things are in the same place. Label or me, so I can also know. Y'all seen the cream paints before. You've seen the clown white makeup before, because I've used them in live streams. Also, I bought the collection of colored powders. That was the impulse buy that I made, because I didn't need them. There's 8 of them. 2, 4, 6, 8. And what you do is whatever color paint you put on, if I put on the green paint, or if I mix the blue and yellow to make green, you have to powder down cream makeup. It is not going to dry down on its own. So they came out with color powders. So you can put this over your green paint and it'll lock it in, help it be, you know, moisture resistant, you know, transfer proof, all of that. And so I bought the whole color. And I didn't need to. So this was using 8 of my exemptions from the no-buy. And they've been doing, Mehron here on YouTube has been doing videos where like he put on like pink paint and he put on the blue powder and he's like, oh, because it turned it purple. So he's like, you can do that too, where if you are familiar with color theory, which I'm really not, and you know what color this and that is going to make, or this color powder over that color paint, that gives you more versatility with these powders. I know that, I think that Janessa was interested in, they have a Twilight one, which is supposed to be sparkly. So I'm like, ooh. So I got the whole set. And for the set, the price was right. Because even if you only wanted 4 of them, it is still more cost effective just to get the set. Who doesn't use powders? This one is, it has I put Graphtobian. I'm going to change that label. This is Graphtobian, Mehron, cream paints, wax, and PPI Skin Illustrators. PPI is a brand, expensive. Premier Products Incorporated. So I'm going to show y'all what's in here. And the only other thing is the bag with the Graphtobian stuff. But I did put some Mehron stuff in there. Did I miss Dawn? I could say that. Oh, can you? My email address is down below. Get in touch with me, or my Instagram. That's down below as well. Message me. All right, Michelle. I'm just going through the chat. Hello, Halo. How are you? Where is Dawn? Doing hiding. Hey, Dawn. Or you can super chat me money and I'll buy a wig. Keep in mind, YouTube takes 30%. So my PayPal is down below too. And my Cash App, I think. So if you want to send me money for what you're asking for, yeah. That's going to be my thing, y'all, when somebody say something. Super chat. Except for y'all that are always here. So in here, I can't show y'all the bald cap because I used it. I did post it. I think Students for Smacking. I might have posted it members only. Members, y'all been getting peeks of my looks, some of my homework assignments. So I went ahead and got the bald cap kit. And it does come with pamphlet instructions. And on the Mehron website, for almost all of their products, the ones that I looked at, they have a video showing how it's used. This came with the bald cap kit. And these are cream paints. And it's called Mask Cover Makeup Palette. And even though it came in a bald cap kit, excuse me for spitting out granola. Yeah, I ate it. You can use this for other stuff too. You don't have to just use it just for your bald cap. And what this is when you put it on, you're supposed to color it to match your skin. So that's why they have this in here. So if there's anybody darker than this, they're going to have to mix colors to match it. So that's in here. This is here. This came in the kit also. Mehron Mask Cover Cream Blend. And they do have the tones on the back. They have another palette, but between this one and this one, I had all the colors but 3. So I ordered their bold one, which has like the primary colors in it. And so, but this is what this looks like. This is also a cream palette. Let me not mix up Graphtobian stuff. I have some of that in here. Some of this stuff you guys have seen me use. Y'all have seen these. These are from Mehron. This is the one to dig out the Syn wax, SYN wax, which is synthetic wax. And this is just a regular one. And I love that it has texture to it, so it's not going to easily slip out of your hand. And so I really like those for that reason. So they stay in here. Taking out the Graphtobian stuff. Some of the Mehron stuff in here you guys have seen. That's PPI stuff. These are all PPI. This came in Mehron kit. Okay, so what is in here? There were 2 of those? Okay. So what you have seen already is the scar wax. You see me use that in a video, a live stream. And these are the 3 different colors of the scar wax. So you can get something to match your complexion, or just get the lightest one and then just paint over. You can do that too, that's an option. So all of this is not necessary. Y'all know it goes back to childhood. I want to have everything I think I need. My brow gel that I had in my, because it came in a 2-pack. So this one I put in here with the waxes and stuff like that, if I need to take somebody's brows down. And so the other thing in here is the bruise wheel to make bruises, which you don't need the bruise wheel to do it if you just, you look at a picture and look at the colors and make the bruise look that color. Hey, Janessa. And so that is this one, and y'all can tell I have been using that. And this is the Sin Wax, the synthetic wax. I use that for the burnt face, thrown out the car explosion, bullet hole face thing. Oh, excuse me. And these also came in the kit. This is modeling putty. It's a wax. And it also came with extra flesh. And this is what that looks like. This is a wax as well. So it came with those. That's all the Mehron stuff from in here. So from Graphtobian, I'm going to do the skin illustrators first. And if you want to see me use these, you can. I mean, you can ask. For members, if you want to see me use some of these, I will. So they used for homework, and these are in the kit. If you pay for the course, these will come in the kit. These are like $80 to $85 a piece. This one is Skin Illustrator on set, and it's flesh tone. They have a 18-month PAO, and they have the colors like up here. So when she was saying this color, that color, I'm like, okay, I can follow along with that. These 3 here are color adjusters. And these are alcohol activated. They tell you on the site, and they're cheaper from Amazon. Like I said, $80 to $85 on the brand's website. These are $91. I'm like, why? Why is it so cheaper somewhere else? And it's the brand's store on Amazon. So that didn't make sense to me, but I was glad for it. And they tell you on there, it's going to look like it's not full, and it may look dry and cracked, or it might have bubbles. That's just the nature of the product. Because so some people are leaving reviews like it looks like it's used. No, that's just if you would have read the thing, you would have known. But so you just either just put some droplets of alcohol in here, and that's why I put the alcohol in the spray bottle, so I can just spray it in there. You take your brush and then you put it on. And I use this quite a bit, which you cannot tell, for the homework. Because I got that one, you know, I'm always thinking of my melanated brothers and sisters. I got the on the set Skin Illustrator dark, and that's this one. So if they have a darker complexion, I can use this for them. Did I miss Joe? Oh, JoJo, not JoJo, just Joe. And they have a special effects one. I did purchase the zombie one too. They were using this. I did use this for some of the homework. And these are different bloods, and they tell you the names up here. So it's blood tone, age, blood, rouge tone, ultra blue, black, prime red, burnt orange, prime yellow, green, and white. So these are the colors that are here. This did come like this, and I did even use it, and it still even looks the same. So you cannot tell. I'm on my phone, so I'm not as used to the... I'm glad you're here, Janessa. So this is this one. And they also say that if you mix colors, like if I mix the white with the blue, it's not going to turn green. It's just the nature of these being alcohol activated. It's not going to turn into a different type of color like the cream paints would or the water activated paints would. The color is what it is, but it'll create a whole new different color, but the white and the blue will not make green. So I appreciate that. I mean, they tell you all the things. And so when people leaving bad reviews, I'm like, did you read it before you bought it? Because these cost too much to buy them and not know what they're supposed to do or what you're supposed to do or how you're supposed to use it. But these, I found out, y'all, I really like these. Because they're alcohol activated, it dries quick. And 99% alcohol, it dries quick. And it's sweat resistant, it's transfer resistant. You can put it on, wait a few seconds, you could rub it after maybe like 30 seconds, it is not going to budge. So these are good for, well, special effects. Got the FX on here. So if you're doing a creature, or if you're on set, or just doing people's faces for Halloween or whatever, this will stay all friggin' night the next day. And you can remove it with alcohol, which they don't recommend because we know alcohol is very drying. And they say if you use that, please cleanse properly and use a lot of moisturizers. But you can also use makeup remover to get this off. But when it dries, and it doesn't take long to dry, it ain't gonna move. So that also means if you make a mistake, you better fix it right away, because you're gonna end up having to put something over it. But I really, really like those. And I was trying to think, which do I like more? The cream paint, I'm seeing sparkles on my face. I need to take off this microfiber cloth here and put a clean one down, because when shadows flake on it and then I'm putting stuff on and touching it, it's still there. I was trying to think, which do I like more? Cream based, alcohol activated, or the water activated? And I don't know. I like them all for different reasons. It depends on what it is that I'm doing. So the Graphtobian stuff that's in here, this was in the kit. This is black soot special effects powder. So if you need to look like you was in a coal mine or something. What is this? Y'all, what is every chat? I'm like, what's in my face? It came with translucent powder, the Graphtobian. So what'll be interesting for me too is comparing Graphtobian stuff to the Mehron stuff as far as the bloods and even like their translucent powder. The only thing with Graphtobian, most of their stuff is 12-month PAO. Mehron is 24 to 30 months. And so that's one thing. Because y'all know I like stuff to use. But if I'm going to be doing this on a semi-regular basis, it'll still get used up within a year. They have modeling wax is in here. So that's everything that's in this one. Oh, no, it's not. I'm lying. It came with these 3 prosthetics. I think they're supposed to be, and it does say, I just don't remember, but I think these are supposed to be bullet wounds. So you would cut right here. So this is what it is, and it's a prosthetic. So you put it on, and you put like spirit gum or something on it so it'll stick, and then you can seal the edges with latex, and then you can paint over it with alcohol paint, and then put some blood in it and just make it look nice and gory. Oh, y'all did see my burnt thrown out the car bullet in my cheek look, because the live stream I did for members only, it generates a live highlight. So that was that look that I used some of this stuff for. It also came with a darker modeling wax, and again, this is the Graphtobian kit, and it says clotted red. So this is supposed to mimic blood. And you use that. Where was that in here? Because everything fits like just perfect. I don't think that was there. I think that was there and this was here. How you pack stuff a certain way, everything fits, but you move one thing, you gotta move half the other stuff. And it came with 3 wheels in here. Severe trauma wheel, so you just pick which color you want, and these are creams. This one is for zombies. This one I got, this didn't come with the kit. This one and the other one I just showed you did. This one did not. But because I do a lot of shading, so I have like all the different, not all, but 4 different tones of gray, a white in the middle, and a black. And so this will come in handy for sure, because I will definitely be using those. And so that is what is in here. So let me see if I can put it back and close it. Also in the Graphtobian kit, this will go by fast. They have 2 pencils, a red one and a black one, if you want to just, trace out your look. But usually they say when you're tracing out a look, use a white or like a skin tone color that you can still see. And but they put those colors in there, so those are in here too. So that's this one, and this is completely full. I do know I really like the blood stuffs. I do know that for sure. So now we're going to get into this one, and I'll let you know what came in the kit and what didn't. So what I did was, most of the liquid stuff I put in here because they'll stand upright unless they fall over. And so I like that idea, but these straps are straining. This is too heavy. So I'm gonna have to take some of this stuff out of here. But I did really like that it came with a bag. It says it says the kit is 140 items. It's not. Even counting all the pamphlets individually, it's still not 140 things in here. But it comes with pamphlets, how-to for almost everything, and it has a DVD. Who has DVD players these days? I do still. But anyway, so we're gonna open this up. This is gonna be a lot to put away. There's a lot of stuff in here. I'm gonna take out the Mehron stuff because that definitely was not in here. So this was the Graphtobian trauma kit. And I did like, as I said, being able to place all the liquids flat. Because even though y'all know I will put stuff in Ziploc bags, it just doesn't look as nice when you have stuff in Ziploc bags. These I purchased separate. This came with the Mehron kit. Yo, this is a lot of stuff. What is this? Oh, okay. Okay. There's like so many little things. I have a newfound respect for special effects makeup artists. It's a lot. And it's a lot of little things. Alright. Some more of my breakfast. The pamphlets that comes with it, excuse me, I really like them. Even though I had the instructors showing me what to do, it's nice to, you know, have this. So this is the DVD. Graphtobian Makeup Learning Series, Makeup Special Effects for Casualty Simulated Arts. Featuring Emmy Award-winning makeup artist Suzanne Patterson. Graphtobian. Oh, if you don't have a DVD, no DVD player, watch this video online at graphtobian.com/FX video. That's pretty neat. Yeah, they know this generation don't have those. So these are the. Let me take out the Mehron one, because Mehron comes with pamphlets too, which is really cool. Especially if you don't watch their videos online. And a lot of the reviews, people are like, oh, I just bought this because of Halloween and I followed the instructions, it turned out perfect. So it's not complicated. But then those are people who are just doing like one look for one night. It's not somebody that's doing this for their job, working on set. Gelatin, speaking of which, both of these are for gelatin. I did get gelatin. This is, they don't have colors? Yeah, this is blood color gelatin. This one is mucus. I'm looking at the names on the bottom, and this one is light flesh. So these are gelatins. And this is what gelatins can do. So this is one of the pamphlets. And they have, you see they have letters here. And on the back, it's a whole nother thing with numbers. Inside, very detailed step by step. If it's a picture like this has letters A, B, C, D, find A, B, C, D. And if it has like numbers, you just find it and just read the instructions and just follow along. So I like how they do that. And so this is for sculpting and casting, and for shaping things, shaping prosthetics, or no, not prosthetics, but wax, shaping the different wax, and you see what you can do. And so, and also gelatin. And these are the three that I have. This is what came with that one. And so this is what the gelatin can do. Excuse me. Oh, you're welcome, Dawn. Did your box come today too? So I did mail them the same time, but the boxes might go a different route. And again, with that, you just follow the instructions, or just eyeball the pictures and just do your own thing, which is kind of what I'll be doing. So this is a little bit of the burns that I did, but not quite. And y'all saw what that looked like. My tutor was loving it. She's like, I think this is fantastic. And I'm like, ah. Um, oh, listen, y'all. No box yet. She, the prosthetics I ordered for my final assignment, I ordered them the 23rd. Delivery was supposed to have been, what did I say? July. I ordered them July 23rd. Delivery was supposed to have been from July 30th to August 3rd. And that day when I told you I did my final assignment, I had woke up and I felt somewhat okay. So I'm like, you know what? Let me just get up and do this look. And I'm glad because it took me 3 hours to do that damn thing. And as I'm doing the look, I get a notification email that my order is on pre-order, they said. They hope to have it in 2 weeks and they'll send it. And I'm like, shit. So I did put a note for my tutor when I submitted the assignment saying the prosthetics I ordered. What is this? And so I used what I had because I did have those 3 prosthetics, the 2 holes, the blue holes, and I had a wound up here that was well hidden and it looked like it was not there because of all the colors and the blood and stuff up on top of it. But she said, you know, this is fantastic. You know, I love what you did. And she's like, the char, the burn, the this, the that, the blah, 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 the texture. And she said, I would love to see, you know, what you do with the prosthetics once they arrive. And she said, if not here, then I'll just make sure I see him on Instagram. Because she did follow me on Instagram. And I'm thinking, the hell, if I'm seeing twiddle my thumbs, waiting for them to come, and it's on pre-order, I'm like, I'm getting done this program. I was like, forget that. I ain't waiting. So, and then I already did the look, right? And she loved it, so it was all good. So I told her I will still use them. Listen, prosthetics are expensive. And I got 2 of the cheaper ones. They were like $12.99 a piece. And then I had to pay for shipping. They're expensive. Even like a nose prosthetic might be like $40-something. I'm like, they are nuts. But I'm not waiting. Severe trauma kit. So these came with the Graphtobian kit. And so it's step by step by step by step. And again with all the instructions. And I like how they do that. They have a zombie kit. I mean, not a zombie kit. A zombie tutorial, one for a dude and one for a chick. But either one could be either one. Or mix them and they both do one look. The hair and aging makeup. My aging makeup, I think this part was kind of busted, but she liked the other part though. And my beard did not look like this because I ran out of hair. Because I wasn't able to straighten it and all of that because I don't have those tools for it. So it stopped like here. And a full beard goes up to your sideburns. And so I had like a gap right here. And because it wasn't straightened, it was kinky as hell. And she said this is perfect because it does show the texture of 4B, 4C hair, blah, 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 blah. And the mustache was looking kind of fuzzy too and unkempt. But I don't have hair dryer and steamers and all of that stuff. I have a hair dryer now. But, you know, so they give you examples and step-by-step instructions again. And so it can be a lot of fun. They were running a deal. The kit, I think it said it was like $280. I don't know what this is down here either, y'all. $280. It was on sale for half off, so it was $139.99. There was a code that would give you another, I want to say 20% off, because it brought the price down to $111. And so for all of this stuff, I'm like, thank you. And it's sold on Amazon for like way over that. And on the Graphtobian site, it does say limited time, but it's still on sale. And if you put the code in, you get that extra 20% off. So for $111 for like a bunch of this stuff is really cool. So this is Zombie Deluxe. I like my zombies better because they're more messy. This just looks like a mask to me, but hey. I'm just a beginner. And this to me just looks weird. Oh man, when y'all saw me peeling that latex off my face, and they do tell you that's not the preferred way to do that. But I think this looks more like a comedy face versus a a look, and I've never seen a black eye look like that. Well, it's not even black. I've never seen a blood eye look like that. Like, I don't know what happened. He has a pencil in his forehead. But I'm just like, what is this? I like stuff that, I mean, I like stuff if it looks gory and kind of nasty looking. And so, like, looking at this down here, I'm just like, that's one of those comedy horror movies. Because that to me just, I mean, it does not look real at all. So I would look at that and just laugh. But some of my stuff, see, his advice look better. Yo, that was something. Thank you. And I really liked that 3 hours. But then I was going slow, taking my time and all of that. But that was that. So in this bag, I got Mehron in here too. So Graphtobian did have some stuff in this bag. I got a lot of stuff, y'all. I can put the gelatins back in here. I can say it was fun, you know, trying new things and new products that I have not used before. But that's what also made it tedious, because making sure I'm using it properly, I'm doing, you know, how it says to do it and all of that stuff. Oh, me and my small workstation. I put the gelatins in here and they all fell over because I moved the bag. Okay, so I'm going to take the Mehron stuff out of here. Yes, I'm going to have to repackage this, and it's too heavy in that vinyl bag. So what I might do, since the Mehron lasts longer, and I have used the Mehron bloods before, I may keep those here for me and put the other ones in my kit for when I go out, you know what I'm saying? So that way if I want to double dip or whatever, I can just do that. Which is not a big deal not to. But, just saying. So I'm just taking the Mehron stuff out of here. That was with something else. There's a lot of stuff, Much respect, because, man. Alright, so all of this stuff I believe is Graphtobian, and it came with the kit. But let me show you what else. Thank you. Thank you very much for the finger hearts. I've never seen that one before. That was so cute. Thank you. So this came in the kit. I already had a coagulated blood, so this is a fresh one. This is the sticky one that I love because it looks really gory. That can go over there with that because that's not with this at all. The 3D gel, this came in the Mehron kit. It also came with squirt blood, which I already had squirt blood. Stage blood, dark venomous. I already had that one. And bright arterial. Because remember I bought the blood kit, the whole friggin' kit. 3D gel. I like that this one is a blood color. Because if I want to do something like we saw that this is similar to the gelatin. And so if I use this, I won't necessarily have to color over top of it, where this one you would because it's clear. But this will just give like a textured look to your skin, and it can make it look like your skin is melting off, that type of thing. And so, I mean, things do have a purpose. Fixative A, this is one of the adhesives for stage blood. This came in the kit. Brush cleaner came in the kit. Makeup remover that Janet loves, which I do too, but I did order one, and I'm going to put it in one of these empty bottles and spray it, because then it'll last me longer. Because I went through that thing, y'all, probably in like 4 months. I'm just like, this is ridiculous. Liquid latex, y'all, this is like down to here. Oh my gosh. I did use a lot of this for that look that I did. Spirit gum remover. This is spirit gum. This is down to here. I use quite a bit of this too. And they give you enough to use it. And then if you're going to keep doing projects where you need it, then you know you like it and you just buy the larger one. Hair white. This came in the Mehron kit. So this you would just put in your hair. And this is a darker squirt blood. This came in the kit. And Sweat and Tears. I have used this for tears before here in a live stream. And these are, did I show y'all? I don't think I showed y'all the picture when we had to like age our teeth. This is rigid colloidal. Y'all, this is down in here. And y'all have seen me use this, and I used it for the scar that we had to do for homework, where it just tightens up your skin. It looks really nice. It works. Oh my gosh, this stuff is... Y'all, I am really digging it. It's just sometimes when I think about like doing special effects, I start to feel overwhelmed because it's a lot of little stuff. And I'm just like... And because a lot of this is new to me. But I know the more I practice, I'll get used to stuff. It'll be, you know, quicker. But this is a lot. Also, the Mehron one came with 2 tooth effects. This one makes your teeth look like nicotine, like you're a smoker, a lifelong smoker. And I did use this for a homework assignment. And this one is blood red. So you dry your tooth, and then you paint it on, let it dry, and it'll stay. How you get it off? You can brush your teeth, or I forget the other way, but it will stay. It's some kind of sealant or some kind of wax or something. Well, it's liquid, so it's not a wax, even though you can melt wax. But so that's the Mehron stuff that was in here, and I need to figure out where I need to do something, because all of this is too heavy to go back into this whatchamajig. So the Graphtobian stuff that came in here. Do I have stuff otherwhere? The putty waxes that are in here, they were in the Graphtobian kit. So it came with the makeup remover. These are, and this came in this bag. This is, what are you? This is a tooth wax. It says tooth and nail wax. So this is black. So the same concept. You dry your tooth, and then you put this on it, and it'll stay. So this, if you want to look like you have a chipped tooth, just do like half the tooth or just a corner. If you want to look like you're missing a tooth, you put it over the whole thing. This one is brown. Same tooth and nail wax. So that's what that looks like. These are, let me get the proper name, zombie guts is what it says. So there's a clear one that's discolored in this corner, so that's kind of strange. And they have, well, you know what, it just needs to mix. This one is a blood color of some sorts. I need to read if these are safe for the mouth, because they do have some things that will say specifically safe for the mouth, you know, like when you do the blood in your mouth and stuff like that. And this one is supposed to be like vomit, the Exorcist type shit. So that's what was in this bag. You know, I'm gonna just toss this in here and sort it later, because this is a lot of stuff. And I keep saying that, but we're making, oh damn, we've been here an hour already. I was gonna say we're making good time, because we are almost done. So we're gonna sit that there. So in this bag, we have liquid latex. I do have some from Mehron, like I just showed y'all. This is almost empty. This is like down in here. And so it'll be nice to compare. Yeah, 12-month PAO in Mehron is like 24 months. So even if I like Graphtobian better, I would probably still get the Mehron in the future. And this is blood paste. So I'm thinking this is like coagulated blood. That's what I'm thinking this blood paste is like. Because y'all have seen this. It is really just thick and gooey, and like that's gross, and I loved it. It came with Magic Set mixing and lining liquid. I don't know what lining liquid means. So it's their mixing medium. So Graphtobian, I keep saying Graphtobian. There's their mixing medium. This came with a sprayer. They also have stage blood. I do use a lot of bloods. They have blood gel. So this might be like the coagulated also. They have 4 latexes. Now, I just have reminded you I've been using this one. And then they have a larger white one in the Graphtobian. I keep wanting to say Graphtobian. But they have different color latexes, which is nice. And I did use the red and the black one for, excuse me, for that last assignment that I did. And it tells you on the top, dries this color. So this dries that color. This dries this color. Even though it don't look like it, right? This dries this color. And I use these two for that assignment. This dries this color. And this dries this color. So these two are some of what you saw like down here with one of the stipple sponges. These are what they call the stipple sponges because it leaves that textured, that textured look on your face. So that's that kit. And there's other miscellaneous things. And then we really will be almost done unless the members in here want to see something. Prozade is an adhesive, and I did actually use this. Did I? No, I did not. There's different adhesives for different things. If you're using latex, if you're using non-latex, because there is a latex and a non-latex bald cap. And so different adhesives for different things. I don't know where to put it. Prozade is a remover. Safe remover / cleanser for Prozade. It removes that. And or Pax paint. Pax paint you can actually make yourself or you can buy it. Pax paint is Prozade with acrylic paint in it. So that's where the Pax come from. Excuse me for spitting granola. Pax, Prozade and acrylic. And so it's just called Pax paint, PAX. So this will remove that. And 2 more things to show you, y'all, and that is it. IPM isopropyl myristate. It's a non-toxic gentle oil-based makeup remover, which is really cool. And glycerin. So there was something we had to do, and she was like, glycerin. I'm like, I ain't got glycerin. I'm just like, y'all. But this is that. So this just makes things look shiny, look wet. If you put it on a certain way, it'll drip sort of like the squirt blood. And if you want to do droplets like you're sweating or whatever, or just use the Mehron sweat and tears to make like you're sweating. And so those are all the things. And even though they went really quick, if I took a picture, y'all would be like, damn. This is a lot of stuff. So do y'all want a demo of anything or are we good to go? You want to see any of the bloods? You want to see the latex? I think y'all seen me, well, you have definitely seen me do bloods before, and I'm pretty sure y'all saw me do latex before. Latex is a lot of fun. Messy was fun. Or if you want to see how the alcohol activated palettes work. For the aging makeup, they showed us 3 different ways to do aging makeup on the face. One way is like wherever you see lines, or if you smile and how I see lines, then you would paint over here. Another method, and here, you know, smile and then just put, or make faces and see where your lines are. And I have a line right here, but that's just the way my muscle pops out right here. But even like right here, there's a line. I don't know if y'all can see what I'm seeing. Like right here. And then there's this one down here. And another way is called stretch and stipple. Where you, hey Vicky, you stretch your skin. And they say it's helpful. We have an assistant. So you stretch your skin, which I don't have. I mean, it's stretching a little bit, but my skin ain't really stretchy. But you stretch your skin and you put on latex and you hold it until it dries. If you're using a clear latex, it goes on white but dries clear. So when it's dry, when it's clear, you know it's dry. And they still say don't let go, powder it down and then you let go, and it's going to look like it's wrinkles. And you can do that for your eyelid, or you can do it for like over here. Put it here, let it dry, powder it down. And you have to powder down before you let go, because latex will stick to latex. And so with these sponges, they were saying make sure you use latex-free sponges, because if you're using a latex sponge with latex paint, it's just going to stick to it. And so if you let it go, it might just bunch up on itself. And you can do the same thing above your lip. Look at my lip. Put the latex, let it dry down, powder it, let it go. And same for over here, down here. So there's a lot of neat little things. Like just little ways to do stuff. You're 52, I'm 56. The 50s are so much fun. Because we're at that age, well for me, I speak for myself, I'm at the age where I'm like, hey, fuck it. Like that doesn't bother me these days. Cause like, I don't even have the energy for the stuff I use that energy for. Like I was too short. Okay, so are we good, y'all, or do you want to see some bloods? You want to see me put on some bloods? You want to see me latex? Another thing with the latex is you can put it on, and when it dries, you hear that one? Yeah. What would I say is the coolest thing I've learned? Some of it is still a blur. Because going from lesson to lesson to homework, next module, lesson to lesson to lesson to lesson to homework, next module, like it just ran together. It was 9 modules, and they were between 9 and 11 lessons in each module, and I finished in 3 weeks flat. So let me see, what was the coolest thing? The most difficult was the hair. Because it can fly away anywhere. So that was, and then getting it to stick on the glue, and that was the most tedious. But after I keep doing it, I'll get used to it and get quicker. What is the coolest? I kind of want to say the bald cap, but that's too simple because it looked really simple. But it was some work required to get that on. And I didn't even paint the whole thing to be my complexion. So she was like, you're going to want to do that. And deep down I knew, because they did teach us that. The instructor taught us that. But I was just like, the coolest thing that I've learned. What was the coolest thing that I've learned? I'm really thinking here. Getting older really sucks. It's fun for me, except for my disability, because the disability doesn't get any better. I have chronic joint pain and fibromyalgia, and they don't get better with age. But I'm kind of liking it though, because I can just be like, "Fuck it," and people be like, oh, "Okay." Like if I was 20 and I'm like, "Fuck you," they would be like, "Oh my god." Now they're just like, "Oh, she old. She's past that age of caring what other people say or think about her." What was the coolest thing? I would say the coolest thing I've learned was how to apply prosthetics, but I can't say that because, hey Grace, oh, how was it? Was it good? Because I didn't have the kind of prosthetics they had. And so, and even the ones I purchased weren't the encapsulated ones. And so the ones I purchased were completely different. But it looks really cool though. That's when you see like the big noses, the ears, the horns, all of that stuff. Those are prosthetics, of course. Some are foam, some are silicone, and some are encapsulated. So what the coolest thing was, because I'm seeing different things, there's different types of latex, there's different types of paints you can use, there's different types of what was I just talking about, different types of prosthetics. That would be the coolest thing I've learned, is that one thing might be 3 different things, like the different types of latex, different types of prosthetics. You have the flat ones, you have some that are painted, you have silicone ones, you have foam ones, you have the transfers. And so the coolest thing is just finding out how much stuff it is that can be done. And so the coolest thing I like right now was using them different colors of latex, because the latex that's white And this one doesn't say if it, does this say if it dries clear? The Mehron says it dries clear. This one doesn't say if it dries clear. You like wigs? Yeah, we had to do a beard and a mustache. And I do have a wig, but it's a beast. Her name is Carla. And there's an old backstory to Carla. This doesn't say if it dries clear. But when I used this one and this one, y'all, I had so much fun. I was just like stippling it everywhere. And I had forgot that latex, like, you can't just wipe it off. Like, y'all saw me peeling it on my face. That was down here. So even when I turned my neck, it was like really stiff and cracking. But it was just so much fun to use it. And with the with one that dries clear, and I'm hoping that this one does too, you have to paint over it. But if you're using the different colors, like say I want a latex blood color, or if I want a latex charred color, I could just put this on, and that's it. So it's easier. What is this? What is this? Listen. I be sitting here and looking at stuff on my face, like, where did that come from? I did notice this yesterday, and it's a dry patch. I just now noticed this and this, like just now. What the hell? So that was fun. You always have to shave. I had laser hair removal eons ago, and so even when I shave, it's not a lot. I would say the most shaving I do is my hair, and I do this every 2 to 3 weeks. Sometimes I would say, excuse me, 1 to 3 weeks, depending on how I'm feeling. But this to me was exciting because the color is what it is. Whereas the other latex, you do have to paint over. And for that, I used the alcohol activated palettes. And also I put some blood stuff on top of it. But I really like the different colors of latex. And I don't know why they need this to be that color. Because I need to look and see, does this dry clear? The most important thing is working on other people. Make sure that they know whether or not they're allergic to latex. Because a lot of this stuff is latex. But so that's all the stuffs. And I'm sitting here like, damn, now I gotta put all this away. And not put it all in that bag. In the vinyl bag, because it's too heavy. So I need to figure out what to do with that. And then there's different types of adhesives, and they each have their own remover, and you probably could use them interchangeably. But good night, Tina. Good to see you, buddy. And so I'm thinking that's going to be it. I love the bloods. To me, that's the coolest thing, is the bloods. Creating texture and putting on bloods, that's my favorite part. Yeah, that look I did, that's the epitome of what I love. That was a lot of fun. A lot of latex. I kind of want to show y'all something. Do y'all want to see creating textured latex? And y'all can say no, we can just be done. But that look was a lot of fun. But that would be a little bit of time though. But yeah, we can go. And so Tina, oh, she left already. I do have some members only pictures and posts of the program stuff on there that I did for members. That's it. My last one, that's the one I'm most proud of. The one with the scar and the bullet hole, and we had to do a bruise. And is that the one with the tooth too? Because it was 4 elements to that homework assignment. That was the easiest assignment because I had done scars before. I had used the rigid colloidal to do scars before. But I'm most proud of that last one. Because looking at the pictures, I was like, ugh. I love it. And everyone I showed it to was like, oh my God. Somebody said, that's gory and I love it. That's the one I'm most proud of. And I would definitely do something similar to that again. That to me would be a zombie look, similar to a zombie look, just different coloring, like the muted grays and stuff like that versus the black and the reds, but still some red here and there for the blood. And I think that might be something I'll do. That might be one of the members only. I'll do a post to see if y'all want to see some of the looks, or me creating looks in the members only live stream. But that last one was the one I'm most proud of, because not only did I use latex, which I was familiar with, creating texture with that, we did use the 3 prosthetics, and they were small ones. Y'all saw the 2 little holes. One was here, and we had one up here. But even blending that down and painting it, and so that I find that, well, y'all not like to paint the face, and so I like doing that too, where it's like whatever look you do, you're going to have to paint something somewhere. Even the bald cap, you paint that and paint the edges and all of that, and then you know supposed to paint the whole head. But I really love painting the face, and so that's always fun for me, just painting stuff. The old age makeup, you know, painting the little wrinkles and, you know, making it darker under here and stuff like that. Most of the face had latex on it, yes. Yes, there is a live highlight of me removing that look, and because I had tissue here, the tissue just lifts because there's nothing underneath it. And so the latex had cracked because it was like right here, and I peeled it off. So in that short, the live highlight, I'm just like, it does start to hurt though. But so if you want to see what that look looks like, you can check that out. But that's the one I'm most proud of, because it was using a lot of different things. The prosthetics, different types of adhesives, the different color latexes. I used like 3 different kind of bloods. I used a regular sponge. I used a texture sponge. I used the alcohol activated paints. It was just so many products I used for that look, and it all pulled together. It pulled together, and and it wasn't what I started out to do. Like when I do troll play looks, sometimes it just takes a life of its own. Because I was going to do a zombie look, and then I'm looking at it like, we're going to keep doing more and more shit. And I'm glad that I did. I really enjoyed it. That's the one I'm most proud of, I can easily say. A lot of work. Removal wasn't too bad, because after I turned off that live, I did remove it the right way, and it took more time, because some of what was on my face was spirit gum, and you have to use the spirit gum remover, and so it's getting it on a Q-tip and, you know, rubbing it on to get an edge to come up, and then putting the Q-tip under to try to, you know, so it was kind of tedious. But y'all saw one side of my face wasn't red like the other side, the side where I peeled it off. Thank you, Vicky. And so that's gonna be that. Alright, so I'll do a members only post. I do want to do at least one special effects look a month on top of the regular creative looks that we do, because that's what I'm going to be doing mostly, is creative makeup. The creative makeup looks I do are hella fun. This is fun too, but this is something else. This is in its own category, it's in its own lane, because there are so many different things versus just painting the face, putting on paints on the face and making designs and tossing some gems on. This is a whole nother thing. Oh, your battery's dying. We're going to go. Thank you for being here, Vicky. I appreciate that. Consider subscribing and consider joining the membership to see some cool stuff that everybody else won't get to see. But excuse me. Yeah, it's just a lot. But it's fun. You know what it is? It's a lot to learn. Once I practice more and get the hang of it. Jada says just join Vicky. Yeah, we need more in-house trolls. $2.99 a month, depending on where you are in the world. Because YouTube is going to change the prices for overseas according to the currency rate or something that they have said. It is a lot of fun. It's just a learning curve to stuff that I haven't used before that I have now, but it is fun. I love the effects. You're in Maine? Okay, so it should be $2.99 depending on your payment method, because I'm told that Apple Pay charges a fee. Scam likely. Get off my screen. I'm in the state of Delaware, so you're up the coast from where I'm at. And so that'll be it, y'all. But it was definitely a good experience, a learning experience. I learned a lot. I'm still just coming down off of that because it was a lot. But I don't want to start babbling. So we're gonna go. I appreciate y'all being here. And I thought this was gonna be so much longer, but it's really not. But I need to repackage this bag. I think I'm gonna just put it all back in there for now and figure it out later because I'm just, and I don't know what the hell this is. It might be my eczema because usually it is where your skin creases. Usually I get it under my nose. A couple times I've had it like right here inside my ear. The one time was like right in here, and I'm like, that okay, that's a new spot. Or it'll be behind my ear or something like that. Thank you, Janet. Hey, Steph. We're about to wrap up. I was showing my special effects makeup stuffs. So I just finished a program for special effects makeup. My certificate should be here in a couple weeks. But so I was just showing what some of the stuff was. Well, actually, all the stuff is. Thank you for the hearts. But so you can watch the replay if you would like to see special effects makeup, like some of it and what it is, and hear me talk about it. But yeah, so that is it. Thank you, Janessa. Oh, you bummed you missed it? Don't be bummed. You can watch the replay because as soon as we end, it'll automatically convert to a video, so you can just click back on it and watch it. I know it's not the same as being here though, because we can talk. Well, I talk, I read your comments, so I speak for you, and then I respond to your comment. I know it's not the same. I appreciate that stuff. Thank you. Hello there. So we're gonna go. I'll do a members only post, and we'll figure that out because I am excited to show y'all some stuff. I'm just like, what is going on with my face? And what is this? Every time in the last week and a half that I sat in this chair, I've noticed something different on my face. What is up with that? What is up with that? We're going to go. I'm starting to babble. Thank you, those who are here, including Steph, that are going to roll back around and watch the replay. Replay crew rocks. Y'all are amazing. I do appreciate y'all. I appreciate everyone who had time to stop in today to see the stuffs. It's a lot of stuffs. And so we're going to go. We'll be back here actually tomorrow night. I believe we're using, I'm not going to even say because I always say what it is and then it's something else, but I don't know what the hell this is. And it's not eczema because it's not dry and cracked. So what the hell? I did go out today. Maybe it's from the heat, like a heat rash type thing. We're going to go so bad one. As always, I'm looking like I have hair in my arms, which I don't. It's a shadow like my disrespectful mustache area. As always, self-acceptance, self-love, that is the Crazy Showdation way. Thank you, and you will see me back here tomorrow night. Bye, y'all. Thank you.